Okay, let's go ahead and check out the vegetables that we just cooked. Who had a cup of coffee this morning? I like to drink coffee. Did y'all have a cup of coffee? Well, let me show you something. You take your hot water, or you take your cold water, and you pour it over your coffee grinds or your tea bags, right? And then what comes out of it? All of your coffee and all of your tea, right? Not a whole lot there. So then what do we do with the good stuff? We drink the good stuff, right? And we throw the bad stuff away. Now, when we were at home cooking the old-fashioned way, we normally throw the good stuff away. And then what do? Now we eat the bad stuff, right? And then what do we got to put on it to make it taste better? Butter and salt, right? And this is the conversation that we have around the dinner table. Marge, I'm just not losing any weight. My blood pressure is so high. I'm eating all my fresh vegetables. How come? That's because we're eating heart attack in a can. And this is one molecule away from being plastic. If you want to use any kind of butter, use the real stuff, just moderately. So, what I'm going to show you here, folks, is how the vegetables cook without water taste. I know you've had boiled carrots before, and that's not the point. So let's come on over here and check out our vegetables without the water. Now, I had this off the stove, had this on the stove for about maybe 3 to 4 minutes. I've had it off the stove for about 12 minutes. If we were at home, we'd probably be cooking this for about 15 to 20 minutes, right? So here's what we're gonna do. Chance, remember when you were watching fireworks when you were a kid, you'd go, ooh, and ah. See, he's real good. He likes this. He knows this stuff. So we're gonna practice here. The promoters here at the show like to hear a lot of sound from everybody. So ready? At the count of 3. Ready? We're gonna practice. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ah. Oh, you guys are really, really good. And now we're gonna do it so everybody around us can hear it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ah. Look at that. The greens are greens. The yellows are yellows. Look at the yellow squash, guys. It doesn't look mushy, does it? And now you have a built-in lid holder for your pan. Isn't that neat? Chance, I hope you're not a demanding boyfriend or husband, or when your guests are coming over, they want to have dinner, and they say, how come dinner's not on the table? You say, chill out, man. It is. Dinner served on a silver platter. Now, I burnt that on purpose just to show you how easy it is to clean out your kitchen craft cookware. With a simple paper towel, I don't have a kitchen sink here, you can have your pans cleaned and put away. I missed a few spots, but I just want to show you how easy that is. That's pretty simple, isn't it? So I'm going to put this away. Now let's take a look at this, how much food we have on the plate. Now I don't do this just to show you how much food that we can put on here, but when you're cooking without any water, you don't have to leave all that room for your water. By taking out the water, you have more room for your vegetables. So here's what I want you to do, guys. Are you all hungry? Chance? I think Chance wants to have some vegetables. He looks like a healthy guy. I'm going to pass out some toothpicks for you. And what I want you to do is turn the toothpick and take a little piece out. But do me a favor, we're running out of toothpicks. So just lick them off and put them back in so we can save them for the next crowd. That's what the last folks did. So I know you've had boiled carrots before, but the main point is to show you the difference in taste. So we're going to take a little bit of, you go ahead and take your, I wasn't sure if you wanted me to do it. Here you go. Come on, Chance, don't make a mess. Taste the carrots. Now taste those. I'm going to also cut.
Wow. Wow. That's a noticeable difference.
It is a noticeable difference. Let's go ahead and cut up the zucchini here. And I also want you to taste the squash and the zucchini, and try some of the broccoli as well. I want you to see how al dente it is. Got a little bit of crunch to it. That's because we're not cooking it with any water. Now you don't see any running of flavors on here because all of our vegetables have a distinct taste because you're actually tasting the vegetables. And the corn on the cob, when you cook corn on the cob at home, you're using a lot of water. And then you see all that white milky stuff in your water, and what that is all the film and the starch from the corn because of the water. With your kitchen craft cookware, all of the starch remains in your vegetables, so you're getting all the nutrients. Okay? So, let's go, you tasted that. Now let's try our chicken. Let's see if it's done. Here's our chicken. Now with your kitchen craft pans, you let the meat do all the work. You don't have to flip it. I want to show you something, guys. Look at that drip. No water, no oil, no grease, no fat. Looks like we just put it on the grill, doesn't it? That's the driest part of the chicken, guys. The chicken breast. Let's go ahead and look at our potato. This is what I like. Look at this, guys. Nice toasty color. Let's see what we have. Anybody cook a potato in a microwave? You get all that microwave, you get all that radioactivity. Here, we're cooking potato faster than a microwave, and you're not getting any of that radioactivity. You know, you have to poke it in the microwave. Here, how long did this take? 12 to 15 minutes and we're done? Wow. Guys, this is so easy to do. If you can cook like this once or twice a week, you could save that $40 that you normally would go out and spend money on, put it back in your pocket, and by the end of the year, you'd save money, about $2,000. And who would like to save that money instead of going out to dinner? I know this guy. So let's go ahead and get the potatoes on here. And then we're going to go ahead and taste the chicken. Now here's the chicken. Look at that drip, guys. Beautiful, beautiful chicken. Isn't that nice? Now let's see if I did a good job here. I want to make sure I cooked it right. And if I didn't, it's Chance's fault. Here's a, there we go, look at that. How juicy is that? Guys, no water, no oil, no butter, no fat. And remember, I did not use any seasoning. So when you're cooking at home with your marinades and your seasoning, your chicken will taste so much better than what we have here. I just wanted to show you that you can eat a lot healthier, and I know you're trying to be a lot healthier than last year. You don't have to use oil. So let's go ahead and pass out the chicken as well. You know, I had a lady stop by one of my demonstrations a couple of weeks ago. I'm kind of new at this, but I was really surprised. Little old lady, she came by right in the middle of my demonstration. She stopped by and she put a credit card right on the table. And she said, "Young man, I like to have the whole set, every set you have." And I said to her, I said, "Well, that's great, man, but you're right in the middle of a show. Maybe you should come back and when a new show starts, you'll be able to see how the cookware operates and see how the food tastes." And she said, "No, I know Kitchen Craft. I know you guys have been around for a long time. I've been coming to these shows for 35 years. But my husband never lets me buy any cookware. But he's gone now." And, you know, I wanted to be respectful. And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm really sorry." She said, "Oh, no, he's not gone. He's just at home watching the show. Watching TV. I just don't bring him to the shows anymore." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, you're not even going to ask your husband? You want the whole set? You want, you know, you're not even going to talk to your husband about it?" She said, "Young man, I've been coming to these shows for so long. He's got all his tools. He's got all his golf toys. He's got all his sporting goods, all his tools. I'm getting my pots." I said, well, man, maybe you don't need all the pans we have here. Maybe you just need one set or maybe a piece. How old are you anyway, if I could ask? She said, young man, I'm 84 years old, and what does that have to do with anything? I said, well, like I said, man, maybe at 84 you don't need all your pans. Maybe you just need 1 or 2 pans, and you don't need to pay with a credit card. You can just buy cash or check. She said, young man, at my age, I've learned to ask for forgiveness instead of getting permission. Chance, do you ask for forgiveness or you get permission? She's laughing. I bet you asked for permission. Anyway, but here, we got a great meal here, don't you? Don't we? Let me ask you guys something. Look at that beautiful, those vegetables. Isn't that nice? Tasty. Now remember, no seasoning, no oil, no butter, no fat. Now let me ask you a question, guys, on these vegetables. Who's trying to be healthy? Chance is trying to be healthier, right? My assistant chef over here in the other booth is trying to be healthier. Let me ask you a question. Which plate would you rather eat? This one or this one? This one, exactly. Which plate was easier to make? This one, right, because we didn't have to wait for all the water. Let me ask you this, one more question. Which is healthier? This one here, exactly. We got a slam dunk here. But what's the difference what's the difference? The only difference, guys, is the cookware that we used. Every time you cook with water, you're cooking all the nutrients out. And which is the most expensive cookware in the world? This stuff right here, because you go to cheap stores, you throw them away, you buy them again, you throw them away, and you buy them again. Well, that's great. Let me ask you something, guys. I know you're all trying to be healthy. Who here is trying to save money? You all trying to save money? We already talked about that. I mentioned at the beginning of the show that we were going to be giving away one of our pans here, our Freedom Skillet, also our kitchen cutter here at the end of the show. Who's trying to be healthier? Y'all trying to be healthier? Chance is trying to save money. Having to run a film crew, it takes a lot of money to do that. And Chance, would you like some, who's interested in some freebies? Who would like a free color brochure of all the cookware we have and all the things that we're going to be giving away today? Raise your hand. Okay, we got Chance wants to do it. 3, 4, 5, 6 people? Great. Folks, if you can do me a favor, we don't have to move anywhere. I'm going to be stepping right over here, and we're going to be talking over here. Guys, let me tell you something. I love my job. I really love what I do. And you know what I like? I like folks like Bob back over here that's had our cookware for 42 years.
42.
That's a long time. We have a lot of people stopping by and signing our little sheet over here that have had our cookware for 50, 60, 70 years. I know we're doing really good things for people. So, let me get the brochure. This is the brochure that we're going to be passing around. I'm going to be going over it pretty quick, okay? So I need everybody to pay attention. On the front page is all of our cookware, okay? Broken down into different sets. On the back page, we have all of our cookware broken down into one large set. That's what that 84-year-old woman purchased. And then if you flip it over to this page here, that's called our opportunity form. Don't you love that? Our company has a sense of humor. But you know what? It's great. It's an opportunity for you to do something really good for you and your family. Guys, let me say this. I know some of you folks here have come in here, Chance has come in here with his camera, but some of you folks here just want to come in and get the free food. I totally get that. Some of you folks are tired. There's a lot of concrete floor out there. You want to sit down and relax. I get that too. You know what? I know there's some of you folks, you really like what you saw. You like the cookware. You like the fact that it's American made, it's healthy, and you like the fact that it's quick. You really like what you saw. So let me do this. There's only several, if this is what you want for your family, this is how you get it. It's not on TV, We don't do mail orders. We don't do phone orders. There's only 2 ways that you can get this. We do in-home dinner parties outside of the trade shows. We go to people's homes and we cook dinner for people, and we come into your home, and it's pretty expensive out there. Is it worth it? You betcha. And next way to get it is right here at the shows here, guys. Now let me show you how this breaks down. On the front page here, we have a lot of the individual sets, okay, the individual pieces here. Now a lot of people say, John, can't you just get one piece at a time? And the answer is yes. And let me start by our kitchen cutter. Who all like the kitchen cutter? Chance, did you like this, making the salad and the vegetables?
It's great.
This is really awesome. A lot of restaurant supply companies get this from us. I use this every day for our salads and our cheeses. And our next piece is our freedom skillet. This is what we did the chicken and potatoes in. This is one of my favorite pans. I use this just about every day. That's our freedom skillet. And then we also have our gourmet, where's our gourmet cooker, our slow cooker. We didn't really talk about this, but I'll mention this here in just a few minutes here. This is our slow cooker here. But these are how all the sets break down. On your top row here, you have your breakfast combo. That's what we have over here. We got your saute pan, then you have your flat skillet. This is great for hash browns and also pancakes and sandwiches and quesadillas. This is great for cooking your omelets. You can also do a little bit of stir fry in there. And on your basic set here, this is your top row. This is for a family, a small family. If you don't eat a whole lot or you don't cook a whole lot, your top row is your basic set. Now that's right over here. Let me show you what that is. In your basic set, folks, you have your 1-quart pan that we did our vegetables in. And isn't that nice and handy? You have a little a lid holder there as well. That's our 1-quart pan. Now you have your larger saute pan. Now you can do 2 or 3 chicken breasts in here, 2 or 3 pork chops. That's a great, nice pan as well. And then if you need more capacity, this is our 3-quart. Now you can do soups, chilies, stews, and pastas. And this is really neat. If you need a lid holder, now you have a lid holder and you can hang this up just like Chance does with all his power tools. Isn't this nice? Does anybody ever have lids that are strewn all over the kitchen counters and the cabinets? You can't find the lids for your pans? Now you know where your lids are.
Now you're talking about my power tools.
And if you need more capacity, check this out. Does anybody ever need a double boiler to cook your chocolates or cheeses or fondues? Now you have a 2-quart dome cover. It simply goes right in here. A double boiler. They're really hard to find if you're lucky. If you need more capacity, now you can turn this over. Now you have a 5-quart Dutch oven. Isn't that neat? Now how many of you ever run out of burner space? Too many things on the burner, but not enough things to cook? Let me show you something really neat, guys. Now you can take that last pan of corn that you need to heat up for Thanksgiving, and you stick it right on top. That's called stack cooking, guys. Yeah, we literally go up. Now, what time of year would you normally do that? You probably wouldn't do it all the time. Maybe Thanksgiving, maybe Christmas, the holidays. Exactly. And on page 12, in your cookbook that you get with all of your cookware, we have a very instructional guide. For the guys, we have pictures. For the women, we have all the words. So everything you need to know about stack cooking is right here. And you also get a nice DVD with your cookware as well. That comes with all of your cookware. So you'll know how to use every piece.